Hello and welcome to Neography A to Z. On this channel, I take a look at constructed and natural writing systems for both their functionality and their aesthetic appeal. So, in researching this video, finding definitive information was challenging, to say the least. Mary Catherine Amiot Bolio is currently the quote-unquote head linguist for Phyrexian, but I don't believe she made the script. And an artist named Joseph Meehan has posted his work from as early as 2018, but it's unclear if he created the system or was simply hired to render it in art. And I can't find evidence as to whether it was 2010 or 2018 or 2023 when the script first appeared, but I think we'll find as we watch this review that that's not really going to be relevant. So Phyrexian is a species or a world within Magic the Gathering's multiverse. I don't claim to understand how the game works. I've never played it myself. I understand that it can be fun though. It reportedly has around 50 million regular players, so there are plenty of folks who are familiar with the script being reviewed. Clearly, this is one of those set dressing scripts, one that's come with very little language development behind it, at least, but seems to have garnered massive fan bases because it's affiliated with some other larger media that has thousands and thousands of followers. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now let's take a look at the functionality. So it's pretty obviously an alphabet, and there seems to have been an effort to describe the letters using the International Phonetic Alphabet, but it's so very haphazard that it's honestly not very appealing to even try and parse what's happening on screen. And using the International Phonetic Alphabet for your romanization scheme is kind of lazy, in my honest opinion. This is just not very well thought out. So the functionality of almost every writing system can often be explained in one to half a dozen images, but this is just a mess. There's even a chart later in the video that appears in the quote Phyrexian language field guide, which is followed by the warning, quote, attempts to converse with a Phyrexian are not recommended except as a last resort, end quote. And based on what I've seen of this script, I would have to concur. I was able to find some phonetic charts to sort of help understand the language and maybe the writing system a little bit. But in the upper right, it talks about quote unquote metallic consonants. These are further divided into sliced and clanked, whatever that may be worth. Now, I listened to these sounds in a few videos on YouTube to save you the hassle. They're just regular consonants run through a voice modulator or a computerized sound effects machine, almost like autotunes or something similar. They're not special, but I suppose are meant to belong to these Magic the Gathering creatures. So, yeah. They're also supposedly a sound called the disharmonious bell consonants, so I guess that's cool or whatever. Further reading demonstrates that clearly the script is a one-for-one phoneme per symbol, so the quote-unquote language gives a very English relix type of vibe. And of course, there's the apostrophe for the glottal stop as the trope that we're all very familiar with. Many folks in the Neography community try to create vertical scripts. Many of them rely heavily on features that make it difficult to write without lifting the pen or pencil. Phyrexian is obviously no different in this regard. A video on the Rhystic Studies or Rhystic Studies channel discusses how this is like Mongolian, and I cannot agree any less. This is more like Ogham, but we'll come back to that. Further looking into how the language supposedly works leaves little encouragement as to the linguistic knowledge of its authors, whomever they may be. Clearly, though, as can be seen in the samples on screen, there is absolutely no variation in the script. It is exactly always one character for one sound or punctuation. Apparently, at some point, someone had proposed a hexadecimal numbering system to replace the use of Arabic and/or Roman numerals. Frankly, I would just stick with Arabic numerals, to be honest. Before we go any further, let me shamelessly plug my Patreon page. I get that times are tight, and this channel is by no means a full-time job for me. But if you'd like to support my work and maybe get sneak previews or your name in the credits, consider joining my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching. Link is in the description. Now let's take a look at the aesthetics. In case it isn't horribly obvious by now, I find this script to be hideous. It has all the creativity that accompanies a caffeine fit in the wee hours of a random Tuesday morning, with absolutely none of the linguistic awareness or careful consideration that is needed to make any kind of an appealing system. I've seen some folks describe this as quote unquote impractical ogum. And frankly, no better description exists for this silliness. It almost looks like tally marks that have just been done on some vertical lines. Please note, if you want to make a writing system and you provide the International Phonetic Alphabet as your romanization scheme, I will not take you seriously. And I can guarantee you that folks that do take you seriously don't know any better. Simply stated, I have not seen any samples of this script that look good. I can find no format, font, or context that would improve it in any way. It quite honestly appears to have been thrown together in about 20 minutes. One of the things we all have to remember is that Magic the Gathering is not about languages. It's about cool creatures and collecting spells and other different kinds of nerdy stuff. Stuff that I've never been interested in personally, but I get that other people are. I really do. However, if you're going to have a language that accompanies your decades long gaming franchise, maybe put some actual effort into it. Of course, the script is primarily meant to accompany the story and appear on doodads and on these collectible cards, but why not go for broke and hire someone who knows what a good writing system or conlang can do for your brand? Make it make sense. Having said all of that, though, it occurs to me that this script and the language is really meant more for the marketing than any real language endeavors. Mary Catherine Amiot-Beaulieu is said to be the quote-unquote head linguist for Phyrexian, but I can find nothing suggesting that she has any linguistic degrees or experience in any adjacent field. Now, far be it from me to say that folks without those degrees are forbidden from conlanging, but this particular case seems like she may have been put in that role as part of the strategy of slowly releasing language information in order to keep Magic the Gathering swag flying off the proverbial shelves. I have no way of knowing any of this for certain. I just want to be clear on that. Joseph Meehan, a talented artist, was apparently commissioned to render this system into something appealing. His skills and abilities aside, he cannot help this script look any better. Also, I can't find if he may have made the system or not, but given his other works, I have doubts that he was involved. He's far too talented for this to have been his design. Maybe. Now, some poor soul put effort and time into creating a working font for this. There are even keyboards designed for this slop. I guess if people like it, they like it. I would just point out that people also used to like bell-bottom jeans and shag carpets. And here we are once again. We find ourselves looking at lifelong reminders of weirdness and unwitting devotion. What do these even say? Why would anyone do this to themselves? I can't be alone in thinking how silly this is, can I? Sane people, supposedly sane people, spending hard earned money on tattoos that are written in a language they can't possibly have studied beyond looking up the one word they wanted to put on their skin forever? It makes zero sense to me. I guess the one saving grace is they could always add a couple of tick marks just to make it look like Ogum. Phyrexian gets a 1 out of 5 for functionality because it's just an alphabet. It's pretty hard to mess up, even though it looks like they might have tried. It gets a 0 out of 5 for aesthetics for obvious reasons. It's sad when franchises don't recognize value in trusting their audience to appreciate attention to detail, like a functional language with interesting features, or a script that doesn't look like it was carved by a crazed stalker onto the hood of a car. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but this script caught me off guard with just how bad it is. And I wanted to find something good in it, but to discover that it's just being drip dropped out to keep fans wanting more kind of makes it even worse. Well, those are my thoughts on the Phyrexian alphabet. I'm interested in hearing what you think. Stay tuned for the next script review and be sure to click the bell button to be notified when the next episode is posted. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I very much appreciate your time and thank you for watching. As a note, All relevant links used in the making of this video are in the description. All information is the property of its creators and is openly available online.